12 weird animals that will give you the chills. Are you ready to witness 12 weird animals? Let's go! Pangolin. A pangolin will start by converting its head with its front legs, exposing its scales to any potential predator. It will then roll up completely to grab the sharp scales and use the tail to lash out. Pangolins are the world's most trafficked mammal, with demand for their meat and scales primarily in Asia and growing in Africa. Platypus. The platypus is a unique Australian animal that belongs to the order of mammals known as monotremes. Naturalists and scientists quickly concluded that it was a hoax due to its unusual appearance. It turns out that it wasn't. The animal's sleek body and broad flat tail are covered in dense waterproof fur, making it ideal for colder climates. It uses its hind feet as a rudder to steer through the water. The bruise behind the animal's distinctive bill house and the ear holes in the eyes that close as it dives. The platypus's tail stores fat reserves and it also used for digging and movement. Sun bear. The sun bear gets its name from a bib-shaped golden or white patch on its chest representing the rising sun. The sleek black coat is short to avoid overheating in tropical weather, but thick and coarse to protect against twigs and branches. Rain sun bears are about half the size of American black bears. Blobfish. Only Mother Earth could adore this face. Make her scream as well. The blonde fish rose to prominence after another specimen was photographed in 2003 by unknowns. Because of its gelatinous appearance, it was a gift to early internet culture, but unfortunately it was later dubbed the world's ugliest animal. The blobfish appearance is determined by its surroundings. Blobfish live in deep water near the ocean floor off the coast of Australia southeast and Tasmania. More than 60 times out of the surface water, water pressure crushes at depths of 2,000 feet or more. Frilled neck lizard. The large frills around its neck, which are usually folded against its body, give the lizard its name. A tree driller is the frill necklace. Most of its time is spent in the trees and most of its diet consists of small animals such as flies. Plants are commonly consumed by frill neck lizards or frillies, but the colors vary depending on the lizard's environment. As a result, there is no universal shade. For example, lizards living in dry clay-filled environments have a wider range of oranges, reds, and browns, whereas lizards living in wetter, more tropical environments have darker browns and grays, and some greens because the colors are tailored to their surroundings. Eye monkey. The eye monkey is one of the most repulsive animals on the planet. However, this tiny monkey is also one of the most fascinating. This 14 to 17-inch long species has a long tail. In addition, it has whitish guard hairs and long wiry hairs ranging in color from greater black to white. However, its teeth, like those of a rodent, are constantly growing, as are those of bats and squirrels, and it uses echolocations to navigate and can initially scale trees. In addition, it has large and glaring spherical orange or tan eyes. It also has a third finger to dig holes and grab grubs from. Dog. Don't be fooled by their fluffy appearance. They have a commanding presence, which may be due partly to their unusual appearance. The dog is a little intimidating with its medium-sized head and hair covering most of its face, but on the other hand, it's muscular and its tail is perfectly straight, unlike the fur covering its entire body. Axolotl. Axolotls, like other amphibians, do not go through metamorphism to reach adulthood and can only be found in Mexico's freshwater lake valley, such as Chalco Lake. Only the canals of one other lake remains as reminders of their former selves after Chalco was drained as part of flood control efforts. Recently, it was discovered that there is approximately 100 axolotl per square kilometer. In 2013, no wild survivors were found, but in less than a month, 2 wild ones were discovered in a network of canals connecting the lake to the city. Mexico City's rapid growth has significantly strained the natural environment, and the axolotl is now listed as threatened. Hairy frog. When threatened, a strange hairy frog with cat-like extendable claws. The hairy frog breaks its bones to produce claws puncturing the frog's tone pads. The gruesome behavior is a defense mechanism, and salamanders force their ribs through their skin on demand to produce protective barbs. Still, nothing quite like this mechanism has been observed before. Some frogs have bony spines that protrude from their wrists, but those species of bone grow through the skin rather than piercing it when the animal is attacked. Instead, it contracts its muscle, pulling its claws downward. The jaw point separates from the bony tip and pierces the tone pad. Echidna. The echidna is one of a kind mammals that continues to confound researchers and scientists. The echidna has remained unchanged throughout history, finding ways to survive while other species became extinct. But what distinguishes echidnas from other mammals? Echidnas can be found throughout Australia, Tasmania, and New Guinea. From the highlands to deserts and forests, echidnas have small faces with small eyes and long noses and can be active during the day, evening, or both. Okapi. Okapi, also known as the forest giraffe, the Congolese giraffe, also known as the zebra giraffe, is an endangered artiodactyl mammal native to the Democratic Republic of the Congo's northeastern region. Okapis are related to giraffes but have stripe markings similar to zebras. Mammal, they are only the living relatives of the Giraffidae families. Some are active during the day while others may be active at night. They spend most of their time alone. Okapi gathering to reproduce consumes only plants native to the environment. Regardless of the season, both males and females engage in sexual activity. SpongeBob. A sponge is a marine invertebrate that looks like a plant but is a sea creature. The sponge appears so alien that it cannot be classified as a plant. Instead of a digestive system, this animal has a network of channels and hosts interspersed with cells of various specialization. This creature is devoid of a nervous system and a brain. It lacks a human-like system for moving blood throughout the body because it lacks internal organs. Ocean currents provide food and oxygen while removing waste, allowing this organism to survive. Around 750 million years ago, sponges were thought to have split from their common ancestor with the rest of the animal kind. What do you think of these animals? Let us know in the comments below.